All eyes on Doge. Big run up to the moon. Whew. Doge still going up. All eyes on Doge. Still big run up to the moon. Keep going up. Going up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Upward movement in Doge. Dogecoin. Up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Upward movement in Doge. Dogecoin. 42.69. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin.
Hey everybody, Kriss here. I made it. Yay, I made it. How's everybody doing? I'm doing all right. It's a Wednesday. We still had another dip today, but we're all set here. I am streaming from OBS today, the stupid StreamYard thing. I don't know what's up with that, so we're not going to see any comments, any of your chat below, because I just don't have that today. But I will still read all your chats like I do. But let's get into what is going on, because God, it's another one of those days, right? Another one of those days. Now, I made a video this morning. Did you just watch the video this morning? It was a good video. It was about Dogecoin signals, right? It was signals. It did not say Dogecoin is going up today, right? It didn't say that, right? It said signals. Signals meaning sometime in the future, Dogecoin is going to go up. And I talked about those signals. And those signals were not happening today. But yet, some stupid people in the comments are like, oh, it's turning around. You need to rethink what you're on. Just like, those guys are not going to make it. And today, I kind of had it today. And so I just responded to all the stupid troll comments. So if you do want to have a little humor there, you can go into this morning's video and you can read the comments and my replies, because I just had to. I just had to. So what happened today, right? What the heck happened? Why did Dogecoin drop below into the 14s again? Now we're recovering. We're back in the 15s. Why did Bitcoin go down to 88.7 and then recovering? What's going on here? Well, you know, what are we talking about here? We're talking about leverages, liquidations again. Yes, we're going to talk about that again. Oh, ZEC is going up today, it looks like. Everybody's piling into ZEC. ETH, $218 million. Bitcoin, $156 million. Overall, over the past 24 hours, we've had another $634 million of liquidations. Yet again, the market makers are in charge. And I was watching it today, and Bitcoin got to this price of 89.2, and there was this $10 million long leverage liquidation on Bybit at 88.7. And I was like, no. Bitcoin didn't go to 88.7. Not at that time. It didn't go to 88.7. It was still up at like 89.2. So how did Bybit flush out that leverage long at 88.7? Manipulation. Manipulation again. And so I called him on it. I was like, at Bybit official, what say you? Nothing. And then Bitcoin starts turning around, and guess what? And now Bybit official is taking out new BTC shorts at 89.7 when the Bitcoin price is only 89.2. The manipulation continues because they're getting them on the upside too. Manipulation up, manipulation down. So, happy bouquet. How the heck are you? I am young at heart, and I will stay that way because you know what? I don't give a crap. I really don't. Today, I just don't give a crap. So, happy bouquet to you too. Happy bouquet to you too. And I hope you have a good day. Dogecoin. 1510 trying to get back in the red box. Yes, 15.4 is support, failed yet again. What is going on? Fear and greed is extreme fear again. Oh no. It's all going to zero. Did you see Ivan on Tech this morning? He's playing this video of this guy, right? From 2018. And the guy said, specifically, because Bitcoin at that time was around $10,000. And he says, pretty clearly, in my opinion, that Bitcoin was going to drop a zero. But when Ivan was playing that, he heard Bitcoin is going to zero, not going to lose a zero, right? And so he's like, oh, this guy didn't know what he's talking about. Bitcoin's not going to zero. And I was just like, no, that's not what he said. And so I left a comment for Ivan, and Ivan responded to me, and he was just like, oh, my English is bad. It's like Ivan. But the point was, Ivan this morning was like extreme fear, you know, and he's like de-risking. He's out of like 75% of his trades now. That's what he says. Out of 75% of his trades. And I'm like, okay. But we are back in extreme fear yet again today, my friends. Just when we thought we were getting out, they just pull us right back in. So what's going on today? December rate cut. December rate cut. You know, they went through the minutes from last meeting and there was more clarity in like some of the board members or participants had differing opinions about whether rates should have been cut or not, which leads them to have diverging views going into December. So the FUD today is the Fed is not going to cut rates in December. That's the FUD today. Fed is not going to cut rates in December. So yeah, the odds that Jerome Powell cuts rates, and it's not Jerome Powell, it's dumb. It's not, Jerome Powell is not who cuts rates, right? It's the Fed, right? It's the board. There's 12 people who vote on it. It's not Powell. These guys, they just, but it's easier to say, oh, it's Ultra Powell. No, it's not. But now they're saying only 30% chance of a rate cut because of the FUD of today, right? So we have extreme fear in the crypto market. We got FUD on whether there's going to be a rate cut or not in December. We got the pinger going off. Oh, we're taking out shorts big time. Look at all the shorts. Burn them shorts, baby. Burn them. Burn them. Those are the pings we like. We like those. Look at them go. All right. We like that. We like that. So we got that going on. And then we've got this thing. How low will Bitcoin go this year on Kalshi? And Kalshi is saying that Bitcoin below 80K this year has a 50% chance. There's a 50% chance people are betting with their money that Bitcoin is going to drop below 80K this year. 50%. What do you guys think? You guys think Bitcoin's going to drop below 80K this year? Oh. So that's out there. But we continue. Bitcoin has a 20% or greater drop roughly every couple of months, even in bull markets. Again, this could be just a pullback, right? This could be just a pullback, another pullback that we have. As I've shown on the gel charts before, in bull markets, we have routinely many pullbacks greater than 20%. 12 of them in 2013, 17 of them in 2015, 16, 2 of them in 2019, 7 of them in 2020 to 2021. And so far, we've had 8 of them in this bull market. We've had 8 of them. This could be just another pullback. And we could turn around and go higher. So we got that coming. Michelle, Crypto Michael, says, another sweep of the lows to get liquidity for Bitcoin. That's what it is, exactly. He says the sweep of the lows. That just means the market makers are taking out leverage trades. That's all that means. Interesting enough, equities are holding up nicely. The stock market is actually doing okay. Everybody on edge on NVIDIA. What's NVIDIA going to do? What are they going to say? I've got the NVIDIA stock chart here in the background. And it's so far it's up 3.5% after market. 3.5% after market for NVIDIA, which is now the largest market cap stock there is. So we'll be watching that. Even Tom Crown says, look, the Bitcoin weekly RSI breaks to the lowest point since January 2023. Except Bitcoin now is at 89,000. And back in January 2023, when Bitcoin was at the same RSI as it is today, Bitcoin was down in, what, 18K? Right? It was $18,000, $17,000 for a Bitcoin when the RSI was the same as it is today at 89K. That's the power of a bull run. But now everybody's freaking out. RSI is low. Could this be a bottom and we turn around and go higher? Could be. Now Bitcoin breaking below 89K. This is the first time Bitcoin has done this since April. Again, that was the Trump tariffs, the fear of tariffs. I was buying Dogecoin at 13 cents in April. What were you doing? I was buying Doge. I was buying Dogecoin because I believed that that was the bottom and it was going to go higher, and it has. Are we going to revisit 13? Are we going to go higher from here, or we will be watching that? Merlin says, look, Bitcoin dominance is flashing the same warning sign. We still have a number of these people predicting a huge drop in Bitcoin dominance this cycle, meaning alt season. Are we going to have that? Are we going to have that? It's amazing that this whole cycle from late 2022 all the way until mid 2025 was just slow and steady up. Bitcoin outperforming alts. Will we get a big drop? Will the alts take off or not? We're going to have a big meme coin bull run. We've had little touches here and there, but not a really blowout one. And a lot of us are sitting on Bonk really low and Pengu really low, Doge just trying to hold on, Pepe dropping further. I mean, it's just like, are we going to get a meme coin rally? Please. Arkham says, look, BlackRock just sold more Bitcoin than ever before, which of course is totally wrong because it wasn't BlackRock, right? It was the holders of the IBIT ETF that were selling. And so BlackRock then needs to sell in order to maintain, that the backup of Bitcoin for all of the paper Bitcoin that's held in the ETF. So BlackRock was not indiscriminately selling. It was all the people who are freaking out that hold the ETF that were selling. And so BlackRock then needs to sell Bitcoin. So it's not BlackRock's choice. It's all the stupid ETF holders that have paper hands. So there's that. So what about Doge? Doge is now down 22% in a month. That's fact. It is. Can't deny it. Doge is down. Is the Doge run over? That's what we're talking about today. Is the Doge run over? What do you think, Tom? Is the Doge run over? Is the Doge run over? I did show a couple of your charts here. So, good show today, Tom. I was actually watching on X today because I was working at the same time. So I wasn't participating on YouTube, but I did get to show you on X. So I did get to see it. But I liked this RSI chart you had here from looking back to early 2023. We're now at the same RSI we were when Bitcoin's price was like 17K, and now it's 89K, and it's the same RSI. So that was a good one. So welcome, Tom. Good to see you. So what about Doge? What about Doge? Analyst Lark Davis. Oh no, Lark. Dogecoin is sitting on a rare confluence of major support levels, a multi-year horizontal zone, a long-term trend line, and the weekly EMA 200. Is this a major decision point for Dogecoin? So, according to technical analysis, things are lining up right here for Doge and what Lark is looking at. Big support level right here for Dogecoin. So we will be watching that. Nvidia is up now 2.5% after market. So it's coming back down just a little bit. Coming back down just a little bit. And then we have CW looking at a hyperliquid whale who closed out a major Dogecoin short position. He's gradually closing out his bearish bets. So a big, major, hyperliquid Doge trader who's been shorting Dogecoin. Where's his Doge here? There's Bit, ETH, not on that one. Must be the second page. These are the Doge ones here. Closing out shorts. So he is satisfied with what he got on Doge, on hyperliquid. So there's signs and there's signals still that there's going to be a turnaround, but there are many who believe bull market is over. And there's no doubt. I mean, I posted this on X as well this morning because it was just an interesting chart right here. It was an interesting chart I took my boxes off, right? Momentarily. It's actually a separate chart that I looked at where I was tracking, again, from April, we were having higher lows and higher highs, right? And then we had the big October 10th flash crash. Since then, it has been lower highs and lower lows. Very clear diagram. Couldn't make it any clearer than this. This is what we have right now. We were going up very nicely, higher lows, higher highs. We were on our way in October, starting to build up for another higher high. And then October 10th happened, crashed the market. And since then, lower highs and lower lows. So that's a pretty good summary of the market right now, is that right there. So, ouch. Ouch. All right, guys, how are you doing? It's hard for me to keep up with the chat today because I'm not on live stream. If you notice things a little different in my setup here, it's OBS I'm using today because stupid live stream that I pay for, yes, that I pay for, it's not working today. So I'll do the best I can. Doge 15.27, nice recovery happening here. Bitcoin now back over $90,000. We need to get back over that downward trending yellow line there to see recovery. And ETH is back over 2,900, looking for 3K again. So that's what I'm seeing overall in the market right now. Volk, sorry about your Pengu. Me too. I don't have as much in Pengu as you do. 2 days gone. Blame Kriss. Yeah. No, zone not looking good, William. It's starting to come up a little bit. It's still low. 36 is like bad, right? But, yep. BTC is decoupling from everything lately. No, Bitcoin dominance is holding up. It's been relatively stable today. Teodoro, I don't see a bear market, lots of volatility at best. Remember, Powell will be gone. It'll be, this December rate cut is going to be interesting. There's going to probably be a split board again. Most likely a split board. And we'll see. Rates aren't really elevated historically. That's right. We're kind of in the middle. Yeah, that summary is a bear market. It's the start of a bear market. It could just be a pullback. Not confirmed yet. I needed 2 weeks from Sunday to confirm it. So I am not confirmed yet. CoreWeave? I don't even look at CoreWeave T. Don't know what that is. They spooked the market since the crash. Absolutely. Everybody's been spooked. Peter thinks Pengu will have another run. Hope you're right. Would love a pump end of the year or something. Q1 next year. Ooh, extended cycle. Just not sure. Too hard to guess. I'm on the fence. I think short term we're going sub 10. That's my bottom of the bear market. Would be like 9.5 cents. But are we in an accumulation phase? Some think so. But others are just bears and it's the beginning of a bear market. Ruben thinks it's a bear market. That's your opinion. I'm not there yet. I need confirmation. I mean, so does Robbie that I showed earlier from Digital Asset News. Could just be a pullback. If rate cuts happen, Danny says it's a sell the news. I'm not so sure. It depends on what Powell says. If he's sounding hawkish, it'll sell off. Johnny, I'm certainly selling some of my bags when it does pump. I have minimum $1,000 of Doge at every cent from here to 30. Ron says, everything was fine until I bought the dump of a house. Yep, blame Kriss. Exactly. Blame Kriss. Powell will not be removed early. No. Trump will keep him on till May. 9 cents would be more than likely be the bottom for Doge. Yep, Ruben, that's what I think. KB, how you doing? This is scary. I will be buying in the 10s. Sub 10s if those come, yeah? Charlie buying the dip? Shaj, how you doing? Bought 5,000 more Doge today. 10,000 away. Powell would sound hawkish out of spite, Jesper. Yeah. Yeah. He may just do that because he's untouchable till May. He really is. He really is. So what's Pengu look like? Just a recovery. Trying to get back to 012. Still down quite a bit. Out of the purple box. Purple box for Pengu's way up here. We got a ways to go. I didn't draw red boxes for anything else but Doge. Doge is the only one that got a red box. Again, just to track Dogecoin. But close to getting back in. SWE. I don't know if SWE's going down that low. $1.57 now. So Ruben, I don't think 70 cents SWE. I mean, that's another 50% drop. And then some. Goose, my 15-cent order filled. You've got a 12-cent order? Eesh. Right. Eesh. Musk on Wednesday said XAI planned to separately develop a 500 megawatt data center in Saudi Arabia with the kingdom's state-backed AI venture Humane using chips from NVIDIA. NVIDIA now back up 3.7% aftermarket. It's all about NVIDIA. I have just a tiny bit of NVIDIA. Should have bought more, but that's okay. When brown box run? Nah, not yet. Not yet. We're trying to get back in the red box here. Look at that, the dancing Doge too, right there. So my confirmation of the bear market is 2 weeks after Bitcoin dropped below the 50-week moving average. Expecting this next week to be up a little bit and then the third week to be back down. If that third week is back down, to me, that is confirming bear market. No rebound. So that's why I need 2 weeks. Ruben looking more dollar SWI. My target for SWI bottom in the bear market is 50 cents, Con says. So it's going to more than halve from its current price to 50 cents. That's going to be a pretty deep bear market after what it's already pulled back from. So bullish engulfing on the 7.5-minute chart with an inverted overlapping scallion. I love it, Spaghetti Master. Exactly. That is technical analysis in a nutshell right there, isn't it? I love it. I love it. Hey, F1, how are you? There's only one way to go from extreme fear. It will all go back up. Flush of the week before the run. This is the best time for new investors. There's a possibility you're getting a good gift right here. That is true. 14-cent Dogecoin. Con thinks it's going below the October 10th wick. Johnny's doing another should've. We don't do woulda, coulda, shouldas here, but yep, looking back, should have dumped it all in NVIDIA. Yep. If you're feeling stressed, Goose says, grab a Modelo and hum All Eyes on Doge. For more live tips, follow me. SWI is volatile. I know, I used to own it. I made a lot of money on SWI. I sold high. I got it volatile on the upside. And we complained about the purple sideways box. I know, Sunshine, right? Now it's red. DC Bundles, how are you? Got a bucket loaded up on 14-cent Doge. Reached over 110,000 Doge now? Yeah. Just a little advice. Don't call them tokens. They're coins. Tokens is that other crap that I make fun of, right? Those are tokens. SHIB is a token. Doge is a coin. Just for next time. Aesthetic bought some 14-cent Doge today. William, not selling anymore right now. Looking for next year for some buying opportunities. I know, Sci-Fi, right? No one really has the answers. I just show what other people are saying, and I give my commentary on it. I am not a wizard. I cannot predict the future. I can look at trends, though, and I can look at setups. I can look at what upcoming news is coming, which is essentially what I talked about this morning. Bullish indicators is the news that is coming for Doge. We think next Monday we are going to have a grayscale ETF trading. The grayscale, that's a big one. Monday. And then X Money still says on the X Money account that it's launching in 2025. I showed that in this morning's video. That seems pretty good. Nobody's getting nothing for Christmas. Nelson is just going to lower his average on everything. Yeah. I know, Con, you believe more pain to come, but you were really bullish the other day, and now you've really turned bearish again. A little bit of a flip-flop there, my friend. If it goes to 13 cents, we're in the brown box. That's the shitter. That's where we are. It's going to be a brown box and it's going to be a shitter. Is what it is. Let's not go there. Let's not go there. Unfortunately, Aussie, in crypto, there's not a seller and a buyer in every market. It doesn't work that way. We talked about this the other day. Crypto exchanges hold a lot of coins. And people can keep buying and buying when there are no sellers. Or they can also sell and sell and sell when there are no buyers. That's why crypto is more volatile than stocks, which we especially saw on October 10th. Crypto dogs, it's just reality. We will bounce back, but not after more lower lows. More lower lows. There is that possibility from this chart that we could see another lower low. Yes, I think we just evened what we had here last week. No, we did drop a little bit lower than November 4th. We did drop a little bit lower. Right there. So, yep, it was a lower low. We did just have that. But trying to get back in. 1 minute. 1 minute chart to watch us go into the red box again. FET, you ended up selling your Doge bag. You bought at 15.7, you sold at 16.2 for a small profit. Out of the market 100% now. Looking for lower. Looking for the brown box. Okay. That's what I call it. Ryan, Kriss is a wizard. RR says we have several wizards in the chat who speaks of the future as if they've already seen it. I know, right? Justin asks if I'm still believing in this extended cycle, and my answer to that is ask me again in 2 weeks. I need confirmation that we're not in a bear market yet. And I hate to put it off like that, but that's how I work. I need confirmation of that. Eat My Shorts asks, do you think if the top is in, are you looking for the bounce to get out, or do you think it will get to a new all-time high? I'm not really looking at a new all-time high right now. I think we're going to get a bounce when X Money launches. The X Money account still says 2025. And we could see Doge into the 30s, maybe into the 40s, but not a new all-time high. I don't see that happening now. We're so far along in the cycle. We just had this big beat down, last month, and all this FUD and fear in the market. It's really hard to turn around and go to an all-time high right now. It's really hard. Yes, DC bundles. Doge coins. There you go. Crypto dogs. Important factors are macroeconomics. They're all looking bad. Except we're going to get the end of quantitative tightening. We're going to have quantitative easing starting. The business cycle is still on the uptrend. And I don't think the home delinquencies are at 2008 levels. I don't know what's going on with cars, but the home numbers are not there. High-end collectible market seems to actually still be churning. MCQ is still flipping high-end collectible cars. So I'm not there yet. Going to be a low entry into those ETFs for now. Could be a good time to launch an ETF now, right? 40% bounces are normal for Doge. Yes, Con. Load up now, Southport says. Ryan says this must be an inflection point. Well, that's what Lark was saying. But which way? I don't know what NVIDIA is doing for their fabs, who they're buying their chips from, or they're making their own chips where. I don't know that. Well, TSMC is now going to build a plant, I think, in the United States. And there's a lot more plants being built in the United States now, thanks to Trump. That's what he's pushing for. So it takes a while to get a plant up and running. It's going to be a couple of years before we see real good output on the new plants. Hope the ETFs don't act like XRP ETF. Go up one day, down the next. Well, William, we know that the ETF buyers are not diamond hands. They will sell. It's retail. That's really what it is. It's retail. So NVIDIA now up. I got 3.8 now, but it did touch 4. Christmas is canceled, Rod says. Dave Portnoy bought $2 million in crypto with major allocations. Just now? Portnoy gets a lot of things wrong. I would trust that guy. Okay, you're not flip-flopping. You still are overall bearish, but you're expecting a bounce back right now for alts and Bitcoin. Bitcoin to 102. Okay. Be watching for that. Our conviction is being tested. Yes, indeed, DW. L. Wallet. I sold a little to buy a gel blaster rifle. Well, you know, if you got to buy something, right? You do what you do. Two days gone. I'm not going to take it anymore. We're not going to take it. DCA, DCA. Load up now. I know the 1 minute chart is awesome, isn't it? Metal all the way. It's like, yes, very bullish. That's why we like this, right? Let's go. Let's go. Almost in the red box. Let's go. Let's go. Can get that to 15.4. Now that we're zoomed in, we're right there. Spaghetti Master, I'd rather be in than out. We don't know. John asks, are we back? That was yesterday's theme during our live stream. We're so back. Oh no, now we're not. Faith and patience being tested, Duchess. Portnoy is a world-class DB. Nelson's going to go into hibernation. Yeah, Ismail. It looks like Monday may be the launch for the Dogecoin Spot ETF from Grayscale. That is huge. Nye, I'm thinking of selling some on loss to use for tax credit. You can offset gains. Hey, look at us, back in the red box. Woo! We'll take it. 1 minute chart. We'll be talking about that next month, Nye. We'll be talking about all of that. Crypto taxes, everything crypto taxes is a live stream we'll be having in about 3 weeks. Home prices at all-time highs? In some locations, Javier. There's other parts of at least the United States that are hurting and have some home prices coming down. Depends on where you live. Do you think X payments launch and the Bitcoin ETF can get Doge to 25? I do, aesthetic. Watch it explode. I've got my magnet still, Compo, but it's up at 30 cents. Sargon thinks we could be an extended cycle. Yeah. Faith and patience. I will still support the channel even on a bear. Doge will go up sooner or later. We'll get there. You did trade long leverage, Con, on Bitcoin? Wow. Good luck. I mean, I want the price to go up too, so we all win, but that's risky. Yeah, Johnny, it's a limit. If all you have are losses, you can only claim so much in each calendar year. Again, we'll talk about that in a few weeks. But yeah, for now, if all you have are losses, you can take more than $3,000 of loss. Let's say you took $6,000 of loss, but you didn't have any gains. You could claim that $3,000 loss this year, and then you could carry over the other $3,000 into next year. So they allow you to do that. But again, we'll talk about that. Last year, Daniel, yeah, on November 19th, it felt a lot different. Yeah, Dogecoin was over 40 cents. Ryan thinks Doge will have some sort of pump with the new ETF. Portnoy is your fellow Bostonian. However, if you were like him, I wouldn't be watching. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Portnoy. I'm not a fan of that guy at all. Pigeon for Christmas dinner this year. A lot of fun, yes. We would like to see the 1 minute chart as a daily chart. Yeah, wouldn't that be great? We'd be up so much. I keep trying to move your chart, forgetting that it's not my chart, Linda says. Yeah. It's my chart. Leave it alone. Batman sold it all. Well, good luck, Batman. You do what you do. Smash the like, guys. Thank you, Sunshine. Everybody hit the like, subscribe. Appreciate it. You want to get your trading hat on, Con says. Plenty of opportunities for short-term trades. Hey, Matt, if my emotions were half as volatile as this chart is right now, then I would probably be checked into a mental hospital. C4, what color box comes after red? It would be brown, the shitter. Brown. We don't want that. We don't want that. The only hope Bitcoin has is for Saylor to just keep on buying Bitcoin nonstop, which he does, Anthony. He does. And unfortunately, he buys it all OTC, so it doesn't show up on the exchanges. He's not helping. Spaghetti asks, what about my tinfoil hat? Yes. Doge supplies to exchanges flipped positive. How is that bullish? It doesn't matter how much is really on an exchange, Sargon. Because people can buy and there's no sellers, it doesn't matter. Price will go up. That's just how crypto exchanges are different than stock exchanges. Justin says it feels like an extended cycle. Same feeling as when you were waiting for someone to finish their sentence. It's like, ETFs will make Doge more volatile than it already is. You think so? I kind of think not. Melvin wants all the liquidation from above. Yes, I agree with that. Let's do that. So we're at about 15, or we're at 15.4. That's right. 15.4 on Doge. Of course, Bitcoin is what really drives it more than anything else. And there's a lot up here to grab. But we got a big yellow down here at 88.1. I don't like that. I don't like that. 88.1. But the big shorts up here, 90.9 all the way up to 93K. Love to see them grab that. Look at that. Doge swept down and did not take out 14.6. Look at that. $4 million. And it just swept right above it. And he didn't take that out. Interesting. They got this short here, 15.2. That's interesting. What if we just keep losing and we have 10 years of losses? Yep, Brian, that could be. If it's truly a tulip bubble and it never comes back up and nobody gets any more capital gains, you just keep claiming losses, $3,000 a year. That would be a sad state of affairs, wouldn't it? Hey, UG, how are you? Been following me for a while. Thank you. Right now, we've got 10,000. Should I wait for further or dump it now? You're asking me if you should dump your Dogecoin? If you've been following me for a long time, you know I can't answer that question, right? I can't answer that. That is for you to decide what you do. But if it were me, I'd still be waiting for a catalyst and a big, huge ass green candle for Dogecoin, which is why I'm not selling in any of this chop. What if today was the bottom, Aesthetic says? Could be. We don't know until we're well in the future. And then you look back and you say, oh, that was so obvious. It was the bottom, right? Is CoreWeave really pumping tea? What is going on? CoreWeave. Up 8%. 8% aftermarket. So yeah, doing better than NVIDIA aftermarket. I don't really follow CoreWeave. NVIDIA's up 4.5%. Oh, red candles on the 1 minute. There we go. No. Batman said he sold it all, but we need Bruce Wayne to buy it back. No one's going to be interested in buying ETFs. I know, Anthony. I mean, we see all the selling of the BlackRock IBIT Bitcoin ETF. So when there's positive news, though, for Doge, there will be big buying of the Doge ETF. Go Patriots. Let's win this game so I can make some money. Well, you know, Joe Burrow, their star quarterback, is still out, recovering, so he's not going to play. Jamar Chase, one of the best wide receivers in all of football, is suspended for spitting on a guy last week. So, I don't know. Bengals have their two best players out of the game. Looking kind of good for the Patriots. Yes, Andrew, leverage trading is the reason we can't move up. Exactly. And that's what I was talking about today on X. Look at this guy, right? I lost all my life savings last Friday's crash. The money could have cleared my debt and take me, my wife, and my beautiful daughter to some fancy restaurants. Couldn't even tell her about this because it's the second time I got liquidated. Feels like everything is over for me now. Feel like I want to give up on crypto. And I'm like, dude, don't trade crypto with leverage. Just stop using stupid leverage. Then when the price goes down, you're still holding the coin just at a lower price, but you don't get liquidated. Don't trade with leverage. That is financial advice. I will call that financial advice. Don't be like that guy. Don't be like that guy. Adrian just bought some bonk. You got it at a much better price than I did. Jason's going to go back to the beginning, catch up. Volume kind of low. Can you hear me now? Buy quality stocks at bear market lows. Yeah, maybe next time I do more of that. Maybe half of my portfolio is just going to be stocks at the stock market, bear market low. Maybe some dividend stocks and just let it go. I don't know. Compo's asking me if Sailor sells. Nope, he's not going to sell. So I'm not even going to think about it. Crypto prices go down virtually forever. Hey, if it's a tulip bubble and crypto just bleeds out, it could just keep slowly bleeding out. That's right. Cat ears on the minute chart. Zone? Yeah, I wouldn't really call that pumping. Got a long ways to go. 36 cents now. Long ways to go. Fetch is pumping. Really? Fetch? Fetch. Oh, yeah, look at that. Nice little pump on Fetch. Pulling back a little at the moment, but from 28 cents up to 32 cents, that's pretty good. XRP's holding on to $2. Give me 21-cent Doge so I can exit. That's what Khan wants. You've got your target. Yeah, I see the Doge ETF is not coming in at the best time, my bubble. I agree. Not coming in at the best time, but maybe next week things will start turning around a bit. Right, Brian. Surely the Pats win. And when you start thinking that, then they're going to crap their pants, right? Fumble the ball, throw a couple interceptions. Oh. If I can't see myself losing it, I won't risk it. Super simple. Nelson, true, true. I don't believe it. People have been saying crypto is dead for years. And what happens? It just keeps going higher. That's what it has shown. Perfect bullish setup, Sai. If not for October 10th, we would be higher. I agree. I agree. Draw a cat on the chart. That always works out. I understand, Anthony. Investors are not going to be buying meme coins. I get it. But a lot of others will. Powerball drawing tonight, low roller, $593 million. A little behind. Almost caught up on the chat. Snoozer Lang, been hanging on since 2020, all through the awful lows of the Biden presidency. Be patient. It was kind of high under Biden, too. Does it count if we go from 89K back to 125? Is that a melting face moment? Yes, Toss, that would be good. It'd be hard to get up there because people are going to be selling in fear once it starts getting back up there. The Solana flows have been up, Andrew, for 12 straight days. All inflows. Interesting. Did I buy XRP? Yeah, a couple years ago. I bought XRP at 58 cents. Not a lot. It's in that KrissPax DCA portfolio. Just holding on. William might get some more Solana next year. Is the stock market overvalued? Some think so, but it just keeps going up. It was up again today. Let's get out of the 1 minute chart, 4-hour chart. So there's all-time high, October 29th, all-time high for the S&P 500. So there was a little profit taking, a little pump early in November, and then some more profit taking. So it's kind of chopping around right now, but there's not some huge sell-off going on. Now, a lot of the S&P 500 is, right, the Mag 7 or whatever they call it, whatever the latest thing is, like the biggest stocks, NVIDIA being one of them, that really leads this. Apple has been trading very well lately. So that's what's keeping the S&P 500 up, are the big, heavy tech stocks. Chrono says you should watch rugby. I have no idea how rugby works. Low roller still collecting free faucets? Are you really? I get the free diamonds on crypto.com for free crow coins. I do get that. I don't do any faucets. Yeah, I don't know what they were saying about the NVIDIA earnings, but after market, NVIDIA stock is up now 6%. Now NVIDIA is flying. Up 6% after market now. So must have been good. Epstein files, Nelson, I don't care. I don't care. I think most of the important stuff is going to be blacked out. That's my guess. William, I have bonk. Bet on the Pats. Silver price is going up. Gold was going up a bit today. Well, it was. And then back down. But they had a little pump. Guess I saw it this morning and it was up and then it dumped. Yeah, right at the stock market, 10 o'clock, it dumped. It's probably a Jane Street dump on gold. Right? Jane Street. Extreme fear environment, Anthony says. Not the time to invest your last money in the piggy bank. Yeah, I'm not buying right now. I heard they are running out of black redactor pens at the FBI headquarters. Yeah. That's why I'm like, whatever. Justin, yeah, excited getting SWE on the dip at 220. I was excited about getting Zone on the dip at $1.70. Now it's 36 frickin' cents. I still have my magnet, but it's still up at 30 cents. I'm not moving it. I'm not convinced it's a bear market yet, low roller. I'm not sitting in stable coins. I'm still sitting in crypto. My stable coin is my house. That's my stable coin, my house. And it's actually gone up in value over the past year. Isfanjar thinks now is the time to buy right below the red box here. Dogecoin did bounce off the downward sloping support line, so that's good. Pretty tight little window here between that support line and the bottom of the red box. I did not sell any crypto today. I'm waiting for the big green candle, Ely. The big green candle. This morning, I talked about bullish indicators for Dogecoin. I'm waiting for those. I just don't like the crypto.com exchange, low roller. Now, when I sell my crypto on that exchange, might I just keep it there, keep the cash there and roll that into a stable coin and earn interest on it? Maybe. Maybe I'll do that. But I'm not moving stuff onto crypto.com because I can get that percentage on Coinbase or Robinhood. The Zone asset, those were equity grabs. They used the money you put in the stock to buy the coin, and then the stocks just dropped. Yep. Totally manipulated. Not happy. Not happy. Yeah, I don't like that whole OTC buying, Aussie. I think it's dumb. You should buy it on an exchange. You want to walk on the over-the-counter? Awesome. I like that. I like that. Christian is bullish. Thinks 47 cents is in the cards for Doge. And we got Pex Cat in the house. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Waving the tail. Hello. He just came in to say hello. And then he's gone. That's it. That's all we get. Ugh. Here and gone. DB, you want to make a prediction? Are you waiting for confirmation like I am on whether this is a bear market or not? Pex Cat wins no matter what. Life is good for him. Life is good. I'm going to get to that place one day. One day. NVIDIA. NVIDIA. Waiting for NVIDIA to report earnings. Come on. NVIDIA beats earnings estimates. 57 billion in revenue. We're so back. There it is. NVIDIA beat earnings. A double beat. Somebody else called it a double beat. This pump is about to shake the entire tech sector. Nvidia never misses. How about that? And raised guidance going forward. Wow. Unreal. For those of you who had Nvidia stock, nice. Nice. JC thinks Bitcoin's going to dip some deeper. The market makers are still in control of this market. So if they want BTC to 87, 86, 85 to grab more of that leverage, they could do it. Linda's in Nvidia stock. Awesome. It's usually bullish when PaxCat shows up. I don't know if Ryan has his PaxCat indicator. The number of times when the market has been bullish when PaxCat is on the live stream versus bearish. I don't think you have that going, Ryan. People say crypto is dumb because they buy at the top and panic at the bottom. Hey, buddy. What do you want? Anybody else having trouble with the stream? Mine keeps doing the loading wheel. Yeah, that is something on your end, Kronos. That's something on your end. Yeah, Ryan, you should have kept it. I don't have a clue what that Bitcoin account was tweeting when it said 47. Duber, I don't know. And I don't even know who runs that account. Who's got that Bitcoin name on Twitter? I don't know. But that's FUD. Absolutely. You're going to make the market cattish. No bears or bulls, only cats. Get the pinger going. On the downside. Don't like that. PaxCat. You're bad luck. You're bad luck, dude. Bad luck. Anthony, I don't know how to tell which entities are the top sellers for Bitcoin and ETH. I don't know where to find that. And when it comes to ETFs, again, the ETFs would only be selling if the people who own the ETF are selling. So I don't put a lot of stock in that. Fetch is green. What's happening with Fetch? Well, it was green. Now we got this is a 30-minute chart. Now we got a big red candle. Ouch. Oasis Rose was up. Bitcoin dominance was up a bit into the purple box. Just dropped below. So there's stuff moving in the market. We got a little volume today. Got a little volume of trading today. The only bet I win is PaxCat jumping up on Kriss' desk. Yep, he's looking for love. DB is making a prediction. Here it is. Dun dun dun. Dogecoin to be 28 cents on December 1st. Boom. Love it. Let's see how much of a wizard you are. And when it doesn't hit, When it doesn't hit 28 cents, you're going to get the blame. You're going to get the blame, and then you'll feel how I feel. Oh, DB doesn't know what he's talking about. He should just stop making videos. That's what I get all the time. Just stop. Hey, Chadwick, how are you? Yeah, we got people still interested in crypto. It's not a full bear market yet. When my viewers are down at like 50, then you know. It's like, okay. Oh, man. Yep. Just a good tabby cat. Very common color. He's a sweetheart. Did NVIDIA save us? Maybe? Flying after market today. EDub. It hit your average of 14.7 and didn't go below. Right there. Yep. It's like it knew. EDub is support. Gene, I predict Dogecoin will go up by my birthday, December 13th. All right. We looked at some upcoming bear market lows the other day, lower fifth. And on Dogecoin, it came out to 9.5 cents. According to me. My theory. And percentage from high for this cycle, down 80%. Yeah, Kronos, we see your messages. Yeah, you might have gotten a timeout. I didn't do it though. I'm just happy I'm streaming because that could not get StreamYard to work. So I'm glad I have OBS as a backup. But then I had to find the stream key and I couldn't find the right stream key. And then I had to email it to myself and then I had to transfer it over. And then So I was a little late. I blame StreamYard. Goose, I tell you who put you in a timeout, but Charlie would get mad at me. Yeah, he was. And he's just probably having some issues on his side. Well, thank you, DB, for sacrificing your prediction skills to take a little heat off me. Appreciate it. Anthony says, my prediction, Dogecoin is a bubble. No. That is definitely not going to happen, Anthony. That I can guarantee. That's not happening. That's funny, Kronos. Right when we replied, it stopped. There you go. We've got some kinetic ways of solving problems. Gene, you watch the first 20 minutes, but it's still confusing. What exactly is going on? Market makers intentionally dropping the price of Bitcoin to take out more long leverage trades. That was it. That was it. Especially Bybit, who was manipulating the price lower than it actually was on all the other exchanges in order to take out one specific $10 million trade on Bybit. They just manipulated it down. I would not ever leverage trade on Bybit because they will artificially move the price to liquidate your leverage trade. Bad Bybit. I get people from Bybit like once a month. I think I get an email or I get a message on X from their marketing people wanting to collab with me on my channel, and I'm like, nope. I'm not collaborating with Bybit. No way. Joanna's back. Ryan has awesome mind powers. $1 Doge party seems so far away. I know, Justin, right? All right. Is the Pax cat saving us? He's very calming. He just cuddles up here and well, thank you, William. Appreciate it. Can someone time out Bybit? I wish. Yep, Anthony, no such thing as a guarantee in the crypto market. But Dogecoin is not like those other memes, Anthony. So, and you know better not to compare Dogecoin with those, right? You know better. Pepe Bonk, yeah, they could go to zero, but not Doge. Or close to zero. Kronos reminds everyone, don't forget to smash the like and subscribe. Do like those subscribers. Thank you very much. We're always trying to have some fun. It's hard when the market is going the wrong way, but we try. Yeah, aesthetic, it seems like that. But that Trump token thing in January and then the following tariffs only dumped the market till April. We are still at a higher price today than the bottom in April. We're still higher. And we would have been higher if it weren't for Binance and CZ on October 10th and that manipulated dump. We would be higher. I still blame Binance. Get rid of Sheeb? Agreed, Gene. Just get rid of it. Yep. Bitcoin holding on here. 90,500. Bitcoin's holding on. But we still have liquidations. Oh, Bybit just got a Bitcoin short at 91,017, and the price did not hit 91,017. The price is down at 90,500. It didn't go up there. Bybit is just wicked. So somebody just lost $1 million thanks to Bybit, and the price never actually hit that number. That's what I mean by manipulation, right there. Right there. Wow. What's going on with Zcash? Up, up, up. Who's buying all the Zcash? Arthur Hayes? Yeah, I know he's all in. Who's buying this? I mean, still have a ways to go from 740 up here. I didn't put a line up there. Should have. But yeah, that's Zcash there. Never cleared that out. 740. But yeah, Zcash is moving. Now that they got that $1 million trade on Bitcoin, Bybit's going to dump the price now. That's what's going to happen. AR says some coins look like they're in the bottom of bear market. I know already. HD thinks there's a Dogecoin opportunity. Sargon, I agree with you. CZ should go to jail for that 1010 crash. It'd be hard to pin it on him, but you know he was behind the scenes. Zcash to Bitcoin ratio. That Zcash is crazy. Didn't get me to buy any though. The constant back and forth scared people away from risk. Yep, RR. Agreed. There's Pokemon scalpers on YouTube. Oh, buying the boxes in the store. The Zcash season. I know, Aussie, right? All Zcash all the time. Well, Gene, for Thanksgiving, we're having a duck. We're having a duck, and then we're going to have some tofu for the vegetarian in the house. So we'll have some tofu, we'll have some duck, we'll do some sweet potatoes, and we'll probably have string beans and I don't know, something else. Haven't quite got that far to figuring the rest of it out. Yeah, I was just looking at the local high, low roller, not its all-time high. If I said all-time high, I'm sorry. Harold, get paid tomorrow? Maybe you'll have a lower price tomorrow. I know, tofu, Ryan, but I cook it crispy. It's a crispy tofu, and it's soaked in a spicy sauce, covered in it's like a flour, but it's anyway, it's something that sticks to it and makes it really nice, crisps up really well. It's very good. I've never tried the tofu turkey. No. Turkey made from mushrooms, right? There's a thing. DB. Turkey with Polish sausage and noodles. Nice. Justin, you got to know that about this channel. We talk food. Anthony, your son is doing miles better on a Pokemon investment as compared to you and your crypto. I know, isn't that something? Pokemon. Oh, that's right. Trump pardoned CZ. Can't go back. Making a turkey with a mushroom sounds woke. Yeah, DB. RR is just pork all the time. Yeah, Chuck. Duck, duck, no goose. Goose is so expensive. So expensive. Pork meatballs. Pork sausage. Yeah, aesthetic. We looked at this before. How much Dogecoin is considered a whale? And I came up with the number 20 million. You need 20 million Dogecoin, really, to be a whale. Because, I mean, if you sold 20 million Dogecoin on an exchange, the price would dump. That would show up. Others thought 100 million. Need to be more elite than that, but Barbecue chicken chili pasta salad. Ah, eat less goose, says Mother Goose Motorsports. Justin, salmon, dill, caper, cream cheese. Not the traditional, but I get it. Salmon's very good. My son shows me how much he buys and waits a little and then sells at a higher price. Pokemon cards. Flipping Pokemon cards. I don't think Dogecoin's going back to 5 cents, Gene. Nope. That was last cycle. Well, King Arc, the game plan I talked about in this morning's video with the bullish signals for Dogecoin. And I'm waiting for those ETFs and X money. I don't really follow Natalie Burnell, Christian. I see her all over X. I'm just like, yeah. But if you go onto X and you search at X money, I showed this in this morning's video. You go to their profile and it says, for all your money moves powered by X. And then what does it say? Launching in 2025. It still says that. Launching in 2025. I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for that. Ryan, yeah, every time you buy, you raise your average a little bit. Me too. Me too. Mine's still 7 cents. 7.5 cents, somewhere like that. GameStop with the mystery packs and all that. Yeah, they're just making money. They don't care. When was what posted, Gene? You mean this X Money thing launching in 2025 since they created the account back in January? That's what I remember. It's all about the coin count. Yeah, this was done in January. That's what I remember. If we are starting a bear market, Harold asks, how long is it going to last? Usually they're about a year. So if we're in a bear market and starting November 2025, then probably November 2026, we'll be hitting the bottom. I don't know about that. It depends on the news and what's happening. I mean, next November, there's going to be the midterm elections for the US. Congress may flip Democrat. That just slows down, like, getting bills approved. That's all that does. It just slows down the whole process. So yeah, we don't want that. We don't want that. But yeah, it still says launching in 2025 right there. They haven't changed it. So I'm waiting. I'm waiting for that. Yeah, the whole thing, Goose, comes to a screeching halt. Exactly. It'll just be all about impeachment then. Jeez. What a waste. They should be spending more time trying to get good candidates. Is what they should be doing. I think we're just retesting and we'll bounce back once laws are passed. Crypto will just grow and grow as time goes on. Yeah, but most of it is stable coins. The laws are about stable coins. Agreed. The Republicans should have more candidates, good candidates for House seats. Jeb Bush. Now that's a name I haven't heard, RR. Jeb Bush. No, it's going to be J.D. Vance on the Republican side. No hablo inglés, celebre. From de España. Hola, libre. ¿Qué pasa? I have limited Spanish. Limitado. Mi español. I don't know if that's even right. Trump third term. Un poco? No, un poquito. Un poquito. Para mí. Still money on the blockchain, which people will buy Bitcoin and others. You think 13? Gene is feeling bearish tonight. I'm not feeling that bearish. Again, we'll see about Bitcoin and which way Bitcoin is going to go. Because this market is all about the manipulation of Bitcoin right now. Unfortunately. ¿Su hable muy bien inglés? Bueno. Señor libre. Y español también. Mi español un poquito. Unlike crypto, the more I buy, the lower it goes. That's dumb investing. Should have stopped buying earlier. Just hodling in now. That's me too right now. Trump AI. Are you kidding me? God, he's going to be putting his name on everything, RR. And Trump AI? I'm not going to do a video on the upcoming crypto regulation because it's all about stinking stable coins, and I really don't care. It's all about stable coins. I can't. Low roller. Un poquito de español. Many years back, I lived in Miami and had a lot of Cuban friends. And so I learned some Spanish, but that was years and years ago. I don't remember. I don't remember most of it. It's a very small bit. Barcelona. Barcelona. Oh, I need to travel to Barcelona. La Sagrada Familia. I need to see La Sagrada Familia. Barcelona. I need to go. Got it, Libre. Awesome. Some good longs up there for Bitcoin. I know, right? There's huge ones up there. But it's hard for that to get up. They need good news. The market makers need some help. They can't push Bitcoin price up there by themselves. And right now there's fear in the market. It's easier to push the market down to take out the longs. So that's what they do. Well, Libre didn't say he was here. He says he's from Barcelona. He could be living in Barcelona right now. Yeah. Vive en España. Hey, Julian. Oh, yeah, we're watching the manipulation. Bitcoin manipulation. And Doge is holding on, trying to keep in the red box, but it just failed here. But, you know, it's just one of those days. One of those days. Some Mandarin. Ni hao. Ni hao, Anthony. You want some Mandarin? Ni hao. Spanish is the native language of Spain. Some people are not aware of this. Yeah, we don't need to get into all this illegal talk. It doesn't matter. Chadwick, the bear market's going to be brutal. You know, 2022 was brutal because we had all those black swans. This stuff that's going on now is all just FUD. I mean, what's the difference between crypto, as particularly Bitcoin today, versus Bitcoin on October 8th or October 6th, whenever it hit 126,000? What's the difference? What is the difference between Bitcoin today versus Bitcoin on October 6th? Nothing. There's nothing different about it. We haven't had exchanges go under. We haven't had, you know, huge crashes in major cryptos like we had in 2022. None of that has happened. This is all manipulation. FUD and manipulation is all this is. PaxCat. Are you fudding? Are you a fudder? Are you manipulating the market? It's you, isn't it? It's you. It's you. You're manipulating the market. Oh. Oh, Ryan has work people bothering him. Oh no. It could be a short, very bear market. Yep. It could be just a pullback, like I said earlier. 1 to 2 months. Web3 is invalidated. I was never a believer in Web3, Chadwick. And I said that. The whole idea of having all these crypto wallets on websites and stuff, that was just a recipe for disaster. That wasn't going to happen. And you see how many people, or how many developers, game developers, actually use crypto in games. Not much. Because the security side of that is so hard. Because that's real money. That's real money. It's just not happening. Doge will be 12 cents next week. Ni hao to you too? I'm not so sure. Jensen says no bubble. Wow, if Jensen says no AI bubble. Okay. Yep, it is a giant casino. But there's a technology behind this too. Digital assets, blockchain technology, like all of that was born out of cryptocurrencies. So how long does crypto hold on? Julian, people have been talking about an AI bubble for the last few months. Stock market at all-time high, mostly fueled by NVIDIA and other AI-related things going on. The wars between Google and... Oh, what? You're walking on my keyboard, cat. See what PaxCat does? You think that's an invalid symbol? You think that is? He doesn't even know how to put a crypto in trading view. Come on, cat. Useless. Useless. A stable coin, 1 Doge equals 1 Doge. Of course, combo. Oh. The retail never came back this round, and they won't be here. We'll see. Chadwick, X money launches and Doge starts moving. We will see. Hey, Raiden, 1 Doge will still be 1 Doge. Exactly. You withdrew all your cash from your crypto account, Anthony. You going to go make money on that cash somewhere else? As long as AI is strong, crypto will be weak. I don't agree with that. I don't think so. I think there's enough money to go around. People will invest in crypto. Yeah, I don't know about the whole job thing, Laurel. Again, tomorrow morning, there'll be a jobs report. But people losing their job, I wouldn't say a bad economy, not great, but the stock market is near all-time high still. The October 10th crash, Chadwick, yes. But it shocked the market. I don't think it was the last straw before breaking a camel's back, though. I don't agree with that. It'll be back. Crypto will be back. I believe it. Even if we're in a bear market, Gene says, every time I have $20, I will put it in Dogecoin. When Doge goes up, others will go up too. Sheep, Pepe, Bonk, Whiff. William, so far lost half my money I put in this year. Yeah, any money I put in this year is down. Just about. Except for some stocks. But not zone stock. That's down. Other stock. The quantum computer FUD. The last I heard, it was like 15 years out, minimum, before a quantum computer could do anything to crypto. Julian, the October 10th wiped out a huge percentage of altcoin leverage. Not all of it, but a huge percentage of it. There was still more at lower prices. We can see that here. If you go to Doge, oh, it doesn't go 1 year. 3 months is all you get. This may not show it because I think you need to go out further. No data. Well, that's not good. Got to refresh. Yeah, I don't think this is going to show it. I think you need to go out further. It's not giving me it. Cloudflare problem. I don't know. Warbs, how are you, man? You posted a pic on the community of one of the houses in my neighborhood. They're already putting up Christmas decor. Too early. Too early. Is this Brave browser? Yes, it is, Julia. This is Brave browser. So I don't get all those ads on all of the sites that I reference. Oh, you're a lurker today, Warps. A lurker with a wrench. And now you come on. Yeah, I tried to set that up, low roller, with the BAT token, and it just wasn't working. And I was like, no, thank you. No, thank you. All right, gang, that's what we got for today. Now that Warbs is here, I gotta go. Oh, another wrench is lurking, huh, Ryan? I wonder who that could be. All right, gang. I hope everyone has a fabulous Wednesday. I'll be live again on Thursday, tomorrow. We'll see how the jobs report went, and we will see how crypto responds. Until then, we'll see you next time.
Dogecoin, which started as a complete joke, has like skyrocketed to not a joke anymore. It hit an all-time high of almost 10 cents yesterday, but it was so minuscule you wouldn't have understood why you have millions of shares.
Didn't Elon tweet that too?
And arguably, the most entertaining outcome and the most ironic outcome would be that Dogecoin becomes the currency of Earth in the future.